Welcome back to the Valencia save here on FC26. We have a big game against Barcelona today in the Copa del Rey final. But first, 2 games in La Liga where we currently are top of the table by 4 points, although Real Madrid have a game in hand. But they'd still be behind us even when they play it and if they win it. So at the minute, it's in our hands, as the saying goes. Real Betis to start, then I think it's Oviedo midweek. It is, before the Copa del Rey final against Barcelona. Then we have Olympiacos away from home in leg number 1 of the Europa League semi-finals. We've got to get... The board want us to reach the final of the Europa League, and quite frankly, after the way we got through the quarters, we've got to be one of the favourites, surely. Betis to come first, then Oviedo, then for our first piece of silverware at Valencia. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. I'd very much appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you won't miss out on any more of this save, or of course the Crystal Palace save as it comes to you. Come and join me on stream as well. I always point over the wrong shoulder, and hopefully we can do your support justice today by getting 6 points in the league and a cup win. Right, Valles in goal for Real Betis here. Otero, Nathan, Llorente and Rodriguez holding Altimira and Roca. Antoine Semenyo on the left for them, with Anthony on the right. And Cucho Hernandez through the middle at striker. Giovanni Lo Celso sits in at cam. They've got Isco on the bench to go to as well if they need another kind of central attacking midfield option. But Gio Lo Celso, I'm sure, will be good enough. This is not a straightforward fixture by any stretch. It's going to be a hard-fought victory if we're to get one. I think we beat Betis 1-0 last time we played them, maybe. Had to make some changes as well for stamina. A few players not quite fit enough for this one. So we've tweaked a little bit, but we should still hopefully have a strong enough side to give Betis... Oh, it says bad memories. That says to me that we lost the last time we played Betis. That's a yikes. Oh, thank you. That's a yikes too. And dink. Eric Sanchez in behind. Ah! This one round the corner. Lo Celso, Altimira. Okay. Betis is starting to find their rhythm. Cucho's just ripped me a new one there with that. And then taking his sweet-ass time and deciding to find it back to Gio Lo Celso. Roca's just putting a really sharp change of direction there as well. Neither side really done enough offensively in this game so far. It's 0-0 at half-time, and a lot of the game has been like that, really. I can't even remember either side having much of a chance. It's one shot each. They've had close to 70% possession. I need to be a bit better in that second half. Eric Sanchez across here to Jauregui Gazart. Steps past his man. Tiano steps past his man too, surely from here. It's taken ages to actually beat their defensive line and get in behind, but when we do, you know he's going to score. 16th La Liga goal of 24 games this season. I would say it's worth the wait, but it's been such a grind this fixture so far. I'm not even sure it's been worth the wait. If we can score another couple, then maybe I'd be more happy, but it's more relief than anything to go 1-0 up at last in this game. It's Javi Rodriguez from right back. Marc Roca. Now I'm going to have to bring a centre back forward to engage. Oh, it's just pinball at the minute. Don't take any risks, just get rid of it. I think Valentin Gomez, our centre back, didn't we sign him from Betis? I think this might be a game against a former team for him. Although I would have thought they'd have brought that up in the commentary at some point. It's fallen kindly for Cucho. I'm sure we bought him from Betis. Montiano's going to be underneath this, I hope, and is. Eric Sanchez quickly around the corner to Jauregui Gazart. And Puado's on the run, and there is a defender in the middle that's dropped slightly deeper. And Puado is in, and Puado does not show much composure. 15 to go. Semenyo out and Isco in. So Isco's either playing on the left now, or they've moved Lo Celso out wide, or they've changed formation. Isco and Lo Celso. Still only one in it. We need the wins. We need the dubs. because Real Madrid have dropped points doesn't mean we guaranteed the title. We absolutely can drop more points of our own. Here's Mark Roca. He tried the little stop and go. Tried to play that to Eric Sanchez and just didn't get it out of his feet. Never mind. Eric's won it back again. What he has done, though, is give them a corner in the last minute. That was my stand tackle that was registered as a clearance. Thankfully, we've gotten it away once. Eric Sanchez is a man trying to get it away twice. And has done. Brilliant. All right, he's made up for his mistake then. We do narrowly see off Betis in a game of few chances. Not one for the history books, that one. The sort of game where you just take the points and you go back home and just say, right, next time we've got to be better if we want to make sure we guarantee this title. Up next, Oviedo at home. They're bottom of the table currently. Aaron in goal for Oviedo. Hodgson at the back is a youth player that's come through their system. Dendonka at CDM, Brekalo at cam, and Ferran Jutgla up top at striker. It's not actually that bad a team. It's just only scored something like 26 goals all season. And then, actually, no, I think we've conceded 21. They've scored 26 all year, which is not a lot of goals, really, in almost a full league campaign. So if we concede to Oviedo, then our backline stats are a sham, and we don't deserve any sort of praise for keeping as many clean sheets or keeping as many teams out as we have. I certainly would hope to win this one to 0. Greenwich, thankfully, Colin Bartow's been forced backwards, and Jutgla doesn't really have much space either, and Greenwich... Oh, that was meant for bloody Sanchez. All right, I just said a moment ago, passing in general is quite good compared to last year, but occasionally you get the odd silly one. And I've just had 3 or 4 silly ones in a row, and I've conceded a bloody goal because of it. Ferran Jutgla gives the bottom side of the table a 1-0 lead. The side that never scores plays the side that never concedes. And they've scored and we've conceded. Just don't have that aerial presence in there since we lost Hugo Duras. A lovely movement. Lovely movement from Jauregui Gazar. You could see him make the run. It was the obvious ball, provided Eric Sanchez could find the pass. We get the right pass this time. Jauregui Gazar scores his 4th goal of the season. But that was all about his movement off the ball. Oh, I'm not going to show a decent replay of it, unfortunately, I don't think. Maybe we get a secondary replay, but it's a good finish. I mean, you would expect him to bury it from there, but watch him. Even on the D, and he just goes. He sees the ball coming into Sanchez, knows that Sanchez is going to spin, and before Sanchez has even got the ball, he runs through. That's really good football from Jauregui Gazar. It's 1-1. We fire back in a game that we should never have been behind in the first place. I'd have given them a rather stern team talk at half-time, told them to pull their finger out. Mado eventually gets that under control. Jauregui Gazar, Eric Sanchez. It was meant for Iosi. Yeah, the firm team talk saying, oi, come on. We're at home against bottom of the league. You have the opportunity to try and impress for a spot in the starting lineup in the final here. And you're all, to a man, underperforming. Not good enough. Rabat, Greenwich. Eric Sanchez, quick flick on to Jauregui Gazar. So far, the only man that's impressing is the man that is going to be in the starting lineup in the final anyway. It's Jauregui Gazar with the corner. Oh, Iosi. Was there a hand in there? I think we've got a pen. We'll have to have a look. VAR will take control. Came in from the corner. Now, has he just jumped up with an arm there? Is it a silly move from him, or... I'm not sure I can give that. I'm not sure you can give that as a pen. It is clear and obvious that it's a mistake. If he hadn't given it as a pen and they went to VAR for a potential handball, you'd say that would never get given. That's not a pen. It's just not a pen. We will miss this penalty. VAR strikes again. I feel like we miss more than we score. There you go. I nearly ballsed it up. I'd have just had to have given them an equaliser, wouldn't I? Bloody hell. That's a lovely ping. Weird take from Prado. Just a gameplay thing. Keep the runs going, boys. Eric Sanchez, we lead. It's all about the movement in this game. The runners. It's only his second goal of the season. He does come off the bench a lot, so that's definitely not 22 full games played. It's just a relief. It's just a relief. It was relief against Betis to go 1-0 up. It's just relief to turn this around against Oviedo. There's still half an hour for it to go backwards for us again. Let's not do a Tottenham. Challenge a Greenwich. That was as determined as anyone has ever been to win a ball. Perez, 3. That, at last, should be the final result decided here at home. 5th goal of the league season in 11 games now for Jose Perez. And we will get all 3 points. That is somehow 2 back-to-back wins in the 2 La Liga games today. They weren't, neither game was easy. But I think we made a meal of it on both occasions. I need to just reset and go again, because Barcelona in the Copa del Rey final is not going to be anywhere near as straightforward in terms of quality of opposition as the last 2 games. And we didn't make the last 2 games very straightforward. There's the trophy we're playing for. It's, well, the Copa del Rey, is that the actual Copa del Rey trophy? It's not, is it? I don't think that's the actual trophy. I'm sure the actual trophy is much bigger than that. Not sure off the top of my head, but I think the Copa del Rey trophy is significantly different to the way that that one looks, isn't it? I'm going to have a Google now. I'm sure the Copa del Rey is that one, the massive one that... what's his face? Sergio Ramos dropped underneath the bus. Yeah, look. That's the Copa del Rey trophy. It's similar-ish, but it definitely looks different to the one that's there in-game. Well, we're going to try and stop Lamine Yamal from lifting the trophy like he did last time. Pedri and Tielemans in the midfield for them. Rafinha, Olmo and Lamine Yamal starts now back from injury. He missed the last league game against them. Mendes, Kubasi, Willian Pacho starts at centre-back for them. A new signing in January with Ronald Araujo on the right. And Garcia in goal still. We are at full strength, as you would imagine us to be. Oh, I need to turn off the second controller. The final, rather evidently, being played at the Santiago Bernabeu. Right, will a Lamine Yamal-esque Barcelona side play like Real Madrid? That hit a hand. Or will it play like the Barcelona that we've actually played quite well against in the past couple of occasions? Looks like it is going to be Bobby here. Straight at De Gea. Tried to go the opposite side to the wall and catch the keeper out, and it didn't work. Really odd technique on the run-up there from Lewandowski. That looked particularly strange, but it is what it is. Harry Gazar. Oh, and Muntiano's in. Broken past the defender. Kubasi trying to get back to him. Muntiano, the Romanian, hits the outside of the post at the Santiago Bernabeu, and we do not take the lead here in the Copa del Rey final. Rafinha with a throw for Barca. Back to Yuri Tielemans. And Rafinha to Lewandowski. Well in. It's bouncing around. Well in. Naviguera. Ansu Fati. Down the line. Ansu against his former club here, obviously. Naviguera's available inside. Play it quickly to Muntiano. Oh, he's just turning inside with that next touch of the ball. Salah. Space for Harry Gazar. Harry Gazar! Juan Garcia with the stop. Alright. We have started brightly here. Boyomo can't get to that. Javiguera's going to chase it. He will get there first. No one's really coming out to press here for Barca. Space for Cambiasso. And Harry Gazar again. Oh, it's Valentin Gomez. I thought it was Muntiano. Salah through the gap. Salah would have been offside. It went towards Yilmaz, but Yilmaz didn't get anywhere near it in the end. Putting the pressure on the Barca backline. They're not really caving. That one through ball split them apart. Everything else has been pretty solid from them defensively. We've been pretty solid defensively ourselves to this point, he says, as they create something, but Rafinha will absolutely regret that. I see Javiguera over there. Don't get it to him quickly enough, but we ride the challenge, take the advantage. Looking for Muntiano. Snapped at the heels. Kubasi does so twice. Rafinha. Worried about the run of Nuno Mendes there, so we're going to try and mark that whilst trying not to let Bobby Lewandowski have any space in the middle too. Nuno Mendes looking to get all the way around the outside. Oh, what a delivery. Cambiasso beats Lamine Yamal in the air, and that is vital. Back inside from Ansu Fati. Not sure why he's done that with his head like that. You could just kick it normally. Good. Oh, Lewandowski's gone back the other way. There we go. Nuno Mendes out of position, but it doesn't take long for Nuno Mendes to get back in position, does it? Kubasi is out of position himself. Ansu Fati's in against his former team in the Copa del Rey final. Ansu Fati! Juan Garcia is quite the goalkeeper to try and get this ball past. He's saving everything thus far. 10 minutes away from the second half. And we've had the better chances. And it is all coming from Barca attacking and getting caught on the counter. Vieira, hold off the challenge. Look for Mo Salah. That's not Mo Salah. Now here comes Dani Olmo in the pocket. Haure Gazar wins it back. There's Mo Salah. Haure Gazar can have it back. Barris, make me the run. He's gone. Barris Yilmaz. Barris Yilmaz. God damn it, mate! Please! Finish a chance! Oh, he's got all of that side of the goal to aim for, and he's put it wide. Possession evenly split at the break, and the chances very heavily weighted in our favour, twice as many. It's not been a flurry of chances at either end of the pitch, but certainly we've been the more creative. But our chances have tended to come from stealing the ball away from them and just catching them on the counter when there's a bit of space. If they're sat back like this, we haven't really been able to create anything. He says, as Javi Guerra nearly finds Ansu Fati, and that's what I mean. From open play, in regular situations where it's not a counter-attack, I haven't really been able to find a way through. Oh, challenge from Kubasi. I was firing that towards goal there. As we were being tackled, I was winding up for it. They've got Oviedo next in their next game. Nuno Mendes intercepts that, but this one has been just as difficult as the previous two. But still 0-0 at the moment. And whilst we remain scoreless and within touching distance of Barcelona, even if they score one, I feel like we still have the chance to win this final. Big block by Valentin Gomez. Here's Pedri. Big block by Valentin Gomez. And then a big block by Boyomo. Barca are coming. Go. Barrish against Pacho. Come on, Yilmaz. No! Willian Pacho positioned excellently to get rid of that. We scored a goal against Barca in a similar fashion with Araujo, the defender in question at the time, to win 2-1 against Barcelona last time we played them, and that's gone out for a goal kick, has it? Not a corner. Okay. Dani Olmo off and Ferran Torres on for what I believe is his first game in the Copa del Rey. Certainly one of very few, because we checked Ferran Torres to see how much he's playing for Barcelona for a potential transfer next season, and he's not playing much for Barcelona this year. Something like 5 appearances in La Liga all told, if not less than. I think it was 2 in La Liga and 5 in the Champions League. Mo Salah can't find a way through. Valencia can't find a way through. Oh, brilliant header by Valentin Gomez. But Garcia is the man for them right now. When we have created chances, he has stood tall for his team. Here's Marcus Thuram. Nuno Mendes. Pedri. 92 rated Pedri. Used to be 94 rated to get that past the defender. Salah, who's the left back first. Araujo's the one to try and isolate, for sure. Barris Yilmaz. Across. Salah, make me the run. No, it was meant for Salah. Oh, come on, please. Harry Gonzalez won that well. Run. We're in. Mantiano! Goal, 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 1, Barcelona 0 in the 80th minute of the Copa del Rey final. His 4th goal of the competition. The breakthrough's made. Juan Garcia can't keep us out for the full 90 minutes, and that might be our first trophy on Spanish soil. They've got the young 85 rated Smeets on their bench, or 84 rated. Frenkie de Jong pre-gen that they've elected not to use here. I think he might have been the better option for this particular situation. And they need to be on the front foot, not the back. Unless, because they plan on being on the front foot so much, they want that little bit more defensive solidarity, which is apparently a ridiculously hard word for me to say, to ensure that we don't catch them on the counter-attack. Which is exactly what we've just done, but Baris Yilmaz just isn't very good for me. The man just can't finish. Rafinha and Ferran Torres. Oh, I tried to play an offside trap. We played everybody off but Rafinha. Thierry Correa. And away. Well won by Harry Gazar. And Javi Guerra breaks free. And Ansu Fati is in behind. And he's written off the defender. No. It doesn't matter. I've just seen the time. Yes! Valencia 1. Barcelona 0. We were the better side. We created the more chances. We scored the more goals. Valencia in the 80th minute through. The man that's been scoring the most of the goals for us this season in Luis Muntiano. He's been the go-to guy. Well, Javi Guerra, I think, is going to be the man lifting the trophy. The man that wants out of the club, of course. We cannot afford at this moment in time to pay the wages he wants. We might well be able to renegotiate contract terms with him in the summer. And hopefully, winning trophies will be part of his decision process when the time comes. I'm pretty sure it's Javi Guerra that's going to lift the trophy. We'll find out in a moment. Thought I saw the armband on him. I did indeed. Javi Guerra, our number 8. He's going to lift the Copa del Rey trophy. Or the Copa del Rey imitation trophy. One of how many this season? On course for a La Liga title, potentially. Semi-finals of the Europa League with favourable opponents. We could do the treble. Part 1 of 3 complete. Part 2 continues tomorrow with Olympiacos in the Europa League semi-finals and Sevilla in La Liga. Do not miss it. I'll see you then. Campione, campione, ole, ole, ole. Hey, 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 hey. Oh.